Okay, should be going live now. And yes, we are live.
Yeah, that's good.
Cool. Just going to check that the audio is working. Hello, Nigel. Hello, Rita. Yes. Yeah, there we go. Go back to the camera view so I can see you. There we go. So, good evening and welcome to tonight's Metal Compline. It's extra heavy this evening, as we have a very, very special guest. Good evening, Joyce, with us. Hello, Catherine, joining us from. I'm assuming you are somewhere in Norway.
Eastern part of Norway.
Yeah, cool. So across the airwaves and the internet, just like to welcome Paul from Nordic Mission, nordicmission.net. I'll put the links in as well, and it's on some of the screenshots later on. But it is an absolute privilege to talk to you. It's
Likewise.
Yeah. Well, I think I first encountered Nordic Mission in, let me think, it would have been possibly around 2006, and I discovered a band called Holy Blood, and yeah, wanted to buy some of their merchandise, could not find it anywhere, and I think I bought a long-sleeved Holy Blood T-shirt from you with the most amazing design down the sleeves. It was fantastic. It was yeah. But and then discovered, just the wonderful world of Nordic Mission. So just invite you to tell us all about it, the history, whatever you want to share. So over to you. Thank you.
Yeah, wow. Well, what an introduction. Thank you. Nice hoodie, by the way.
Thank you. Yes. Yeah.
Living Sacrifice.
Oh, yes.
Favorite band. Yeah. Well, to start with the beginning, Nordic Mission started out really small in 1997.
Right.
That was the beginning. I was going to show you something, but I forgot to find it yet. In the beginning, we were a mail order company. We had like a list, fine list of tapes and albums to sell. I didn't have any email, so it was mail order the old school way.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It started because in those days it was really hard to find Christian metal. You could find maybe the bigger bands, the most popular bands, but the underground was not accessible at all. So me and a friend of mine, we started to write to collect addresses to bands in like Heaven's Metal magazine, for example. We started to write. I think we sent like 300 letters out, just to ask bands if we could get the music and make a catalog. Yeah. That's just where we started because we were fans of the underground, the extreme metal. Yeah, so I think we had like 20 titles on the first.
Right. Wow.
Something like that. Yeah. Then we you know the band Grooms or Grooms?
Yes. Yeah.
Might be the first. It's actually, I have it here.
Oh wow! Wow! Okay.
first Christian death metal band in Norway. They had a mailing list.
Right.
Actually, got it from them, so we could use their contact to spread information about Nordic Mission in '97 and '98. And this was a really cool thing for us because we didn't know any other people in Norway, or at least nowhere else. So it was a great start. And during a couple of years later, maybe into the 2000s, metal overall became more underground. So that's why we started to put bands like Striper, Mortification, Bride, Tourniquet, all those Living Sacrifice, all those more known bands to the catalog as well.
Wow, fantastic.
So that's where it's grown to today. Today we want to be a complete Christian metal distro. With a web shop, and it's basically two things. It's selling on the internet. It's also a big important thing for us to visit festivals.
Yeah. So which sort of festivals do you kind of turn up at then?
Yeah, that's quite interesting because when we started up, I think the first festivals we visited in 1998 was
Mm.
it's a festival in Norway called the Seaside Festival, which is
Right.
quite the same as the Green Belt in the UK, like a Christian pop gospel festival. It's been around for many years, and they were kind enough to just let us have a tent there and just play loud music and
Cool.
Yeah, it was really cool because there's a lot of Christians who went there. I think, yeah, guess what? Living Sacrifice played there actually.
Whoa! Wow!
Yeah, it was the only band with a metal sound.
Yeah, absolutely. So I don't think they've ever played Greenbelt. That's a bit of a coup. That's fantastic.
It was enough for metalheads to show up from all around Norway to go to the festival.
Yeah.
So we visited that one and some similar ones in Sweden. We went a lot to Sweden the first years. It's really close to us, so it's like close. It's like 6 to 8 hours drive.
Right.
And for the first maybe like 10 years or so, we only visited Christian festivals. But then we wanted to try to see if we could get a booth, get a table at the secular festival. Festival. It's been really like you have a Christian, you have the secular scene. It's been really divided. But things were starting to happen because bands like Extol in Norway, they were like crossing over the bridge. They were much more accepted in the secular scene and also with other bands. So we thought it would be a good thing to try. And we tried it. Not really successful, or it was just okay. We were there. People didn't know know anything about us, and then we took a break for it. I think it was for just natural reasons, or didn't feel like something we could do at the time from 2009.
Right.
And then suddenly in I think it was around 2015. There was a big new festival in Norway called Rock. Yeah.
Right.
Like 15,000 people or something like that, and then we got in touch with a secular label in Norway.
Right.
Called Indie Recordings.
Right.
And we kind of knew them because they were releasing albums by Extol.
Right. Okay.
And Rain. Yeah. And then a lot of secular stuff. And we asked them if they knew anything about getting a booth at this table. They said, "Well, we can help you. Okay. We have we also wanna be there, but we don't have any people. We don't have any crew. So that's where as a cooperation started on the festival. That we actually got a really huge tent, too big for us. So they split it in half. It was a Nordic Mission on one side and in the distribution or recordings on the other.
Right. Yeah.
And from that day, we just saw that there was a big potential to visit more secular festivals, especially in Norway. So it's been, I would say, it's been overwhelming.
Right.
The acceptance and the success, yeah.
Well, because I mean, again, I suppose from over here, well, I suppose the whole sort of Norwegian black metal scene, has a bit of a name, and there was kind of all the stuff. I know there was a film out this year. Was it this year? I don't know. Lockdown's been a long time, but just kind of the timeless story of mayhem and all the stuff that kind of happened around that time. So just to hear you say that there's been acceptance kind of blows my mind a little bit. Which I mean, what do you think is kind of going on? Why are people kind of open, or is it people just appreciate good music now when sort of labels and barriers are sort of fall down a bit, or is it God? I don't know.
I think it's a good mix actually. It's definitely God. But something at least in Norway happened in the secular scene, that it's those people from that movie, from the early 90s. There's also a new documentary, not a who is a documentary in Norway now.
Oh, okay.
It's called The Helvete, and it's hell.
Oh, yes. Yeah, yeah.
Which is quite interesting because they are interviewing, people from different perspectives. I think it's coming on in an English version soon.
Oh, fantastic! Right.
Yeah, I would recommend to see it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Of course, it's much about mayhem because it's like beginning of black metal. But the funny thing is that all these guys back then, they are grown ups.
Yeah.
Like me and you.
Yeah. No, I know. Yeah.
40, 50 years old, and something happens. You don't have like the eager to be rebellious anymore, and I think one part is that a lot of people don't really care anymore, and those who care, they don't really feel like there's any threat from Christians.
Yeah. Okay.
When we are at some of these festivals, there's really, really seldom there's like trouble. We haven't been getting any serious trouble at all. It's like maybe a few comments and drunk guys coming, but so I think that's a lot of people are interested, and a lot of people just don't really care. They don't. I think maybe they know what Nordic Mission is, or they think they know. They just walk around.
Yeah. Okay.
It's not for me. Do whatever you want.
Yeah, no, that's good. So what I was going to say, I don't know if you've found. I was talking with I think people like Jeanette from Christian Metalheads and Metal House One, and whether there was a genuine. I can't remember the band's name now, but yeah, in the UK last month, Metal Hammer had an overtly wear it on the sleeve Christian band, American one. I can't remember the name. It was I Lay Dying. And Metal Hammer gave it this really good review. And I know they did the same a few years ago with bands like Theocracy. So I just think, actually it's going two ways, that both, actually the metal world seems just, like you say, more open to just, it is what it is. And if you like it, you like it. If it speaks to you, fantastic. But equally, perhaps, I guess, is it going the other way, that Christians are being a bit more tolerant and accepting of stuff that might look a little bit dark and scary, but So I mean, so in terms of, obviously, you've been going to festivals, but there is Nordic Fest as well.
Yes, it is indeed. Yeah, this was started when there was. We actually wanted to celebrate 5 years with the Nordic Mission. Yeah, the first one was in 2002. And at this point, there was not any Christian metal concerts at all in Norway. Maybe just a few here and there, but nothing happened. In Sweden, they had Bobfest. Did you hear about that? Like a really, really, really great gathering of people, and we wanted to copy that for Norway.
Right. Yeah.
Do something similar. So we did Nordic Fest for 10 years. With ups and downs, I would say. But still, we found out that the most important thing with the festival was to gather like-minded people.
Okay.
A couple of years, we tried to incorporate some secular bands to have a mix when the other people would come, but they didn't. So we found out, okay, it's important to be like a church for the Christian metalhead.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So, but we stopped doing it in 2011 after the festival because it was so much work, and we thought maybe enough is enough. But now you miss it when it's cool. So 15 was we started up again. We thought that it was enough to do a festival every other year. 15, 2017, and last year, 19. But it's really hard to build something when it's every other year. So so last year we decided that we're going to do it every year.
Right.
But this year, it's not much happening. So it was like a strange decision to take. But
yeah. So you're having, so for this year, I think, so I've been going a bit gooey-eyed, looking at who's playing this year. Because I know Pantocrator are playing. So I mean, so it's stripped down kind of affair, but is it something that people are able to access in different ways, obviously, because we're all living under travel bans within our own countries, let alone getting on a plane somewhere. Yeah. I mean, how do we find out? How do we join in and support you?
Yeah, well, Nordic Fest is hopefully going on. You know, it's a little bit to the bone. It's 6 bands, 3 bands every night. Melek from Sweden, which is like a side project from Penetrator, going to do their first show ever.
Right.
With really great praise and worship death metal, basically.
Yeah.
There's a Norwegian band called Cloth.
Ah, yes. Yes.
Yeah, the latest band on Nordic Mission. It's also going to do their first concert.
Right.
They're really great. And there's Dalit from Norway, doom metal, some of the same guys. And you said Pantocrator is going to do like a release party.
Right. Oh, is it? So that's where it's going to be of course it comes out in December, so it'll be just in
like
time.
Party,
Oh, wow.
So and then there's a really great atmospheric band from Norway called Leonov.
Okay.
We had them a couple of times before, and they end their concerts with a sermon. And then there's Flip, and another Norwegian black metal band, really heavy stuff. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So, it's going to be really limited for people to actually be there. So. We are now working mostly on the digital part of the festival. Because, like I said to you earlier today, I think that this year's Nordic Fest is definitely going to be the smallest one. Because we can only have 50 people in the room. But it's also going to be the biggest one. Because I know we always get lots of emails from people who want to go to Nordic Fest from Latin America, from all over. And actually, we have like maybe 70% of people from outside Norway coming to the festival earlier. Yeah. So we're used to being an international festival, but potential this year is really great. So it's going to be like a multi-camera stream.
Okay.
We have 4 or 5 cameras, I think. It's going to be 2 productions in the house. One production for it's like one sound guy for the people who are there. So it's one sound guy for the stream.
Okay, right. Wow.
Because we want to do it with the best.
So it's going to be absolutely super quality. Wow.
Yeah,
not like it's not somebody on the back of behind 3 other people in front of them with an iPhone. It's quality sound and multi-cams. That's amazing. So if people are interested in kind of joining in with some of that, is it to be just accessed via NordicMission.net or?
Yeah, just it's NordicMission.net and NordicFest.net.
Yeah.
And also Facebook. The actual stream is going to be on YouTube.
Okay.
First and foremost, because it's the easiest way. And it's also going to be transmitted to Latin America through
fantastic.
Miguel from the Revolution Metal Fest or Exolo Fest. And it's going to be like subtitles in Spanish.
Wow.
That one as well. So and hopefully, like in between the bands, it's going to be like some interviews, some reports.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit
wow.
on that. Yeah. So hopefully, a lot of people will check in, and it's for free.
Yeah, it's amazing.
We really hope that people will donate, because it's it's like nothing. Yeah, it's like a minus year, of course, for us.
Yeah,
but it's so important to spread some good news and spread some positive vibes. In the metal scene these days.
Yeah. Well, that's fine. Well, I shall put a reminder about the dates and the links in afterwards as well. And yes, I shall spend the entire time wearing the same pair of jeans and underpants and t-shirt and cover myself in mud, just for that full festival experience and thoroughly annoy the neighbours.
Maybe we will we will actually give a prize to the best corpse paint from the audience.
Oh, no, yes. When he said reaching for his, yes, I've got mine here to hand just in case. That's yeah. In fact, that should be cool. We should sort of selfies sent in of where you are watching and joining in to Nordic Fest. That would be amazing. Is there anything else you particularly want to get across? Because you mentioned you snuck in the fact that, as well as the online store, as well as the festival, that also now you've established as a label as well. So you are, putting out some fantastic albums, including the new Pantocrator one. How did that kind of come to be? How's that going?
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
Yeah, right.
It's actually been a long way with the Pantocrator. We did the deal with the band like 1 year ago, but the band had been working on the album for many years because they, of course, wanted it to be released the day after.
Right.
we are not really, we want to spend some time with perfection and think things through a little bit. And we're also working on distribution for this one.
Mm-hmm.
And we are another cool thing with Compline recordings and the cooperation there is that they help us with promotion. We have like some great contacts, and they also help out with the digital distribution.
Yep.
But we started working on it like a year ago. Sorry. The mastering was the only thing left, I think, then. So but the year has been strange in many ways, and we started early to aim at Nordic Fest because it's it's a cool thing to combine the release with a gig as well.
Yeah.
Hopefully the band will do a lot more concerts. It's been a while since the stage, but so, and for Pantocrator we also did a music video.
Okay.
It has not been released yet.
Right.
Like a real music video, with the band playing and stuff like that.
Yeah, fantastic. Yes.
I think it's coming out in like a couple of weeks. I'm not quite sure. Yeah, or maybe around Nordic. So that's something to look forward to as well.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Then the artwork for the album. We are me and Marcus, which is the other half of Nordic Mission, who is like the head of the label. We are really, it's very physical, and we spend hours talking about artwork and what's not cool and what's cool to do. And with the Pantocrator, there's a drum guy called Timon Kokot, which has done some design for us before. I just want to show you the last one that he did for us.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
He has a really great drawer, and he also did the Pantocrator one.
Right.
The problem is that the artwork is 3 times bigger than the cover.
Okay.
So, we are making a big poster.
Yeah. Fine for flags, but not so good for CD covers or whatever.
Yeah. So, like the CD cover is also be like a fold out.
Right. Oh, okay.
Display, so you can see the whole artwork. If you
wow.
On the front, you only see a part of it, but then if you drag it out.
So. That's good.
On the cassette version, you can actually see the whole front because it's like not square. It's like
Oh, as a sort of landscape. Yeah.
So it's a great artwork. The album is called Out of Babylon, and the artwork is like a symbol of Babylon, big tower of Babylon, and then there's a crowd coming out of it, marching out. Yeah.
And I think if anybody's interested, you want to check out some of that artwork, if you go to nordicmission.net, you can have a look. And also there are some fantastic offers on of bundles, whether you want it on cassette or vinyl or CD, and bundles with How Good This Artwork is on T-shirts as well. So do visit. It's it's lovely. It really is good. That's fantastic. Is there anything else you particularly want to get across to us?
Well, for the label, you mean, or in?
Well, anything, whatever you want to kind of.
No, it's cool. We just want to thank you for all the support. That's been, just to you and anyone watching. it's been a tough year for us as well, of course, because we are sitting here, trying to put some activity, but it's difficult. And shipping has been shipping records has also been difficult times. Mail around the world has been really delayed and stuff like that. But you guys have been really supportive, and we could not do it without you, and why should we do it without you?
No. Well, and I think from try to buy access music and actually support artists by going and getting the actual CD or vinyl or whatever, rather than via other means. It's in the UK, it's not easy to do. So I'm really grateful that there are organisations like Nordic Mission. And I think a while ago I did an unboxing of Detritus, If But For One, and I think I broke that tape in about 1990. Was it 94 it came out, I think? And I think I'd broken it by about 95. And I'd tried every which way, given the remote, we were a British band, could not get hold of, and it was kind of like 50, 60 pounds for, if I wanted a second-hand one. And so then to discover, it's been released through, is it Scott Waters from Ultimatum's been involved in those re-releases, I think.
Retroactive, I think.
Yes, yeah, right. But and to find you've got them, fantastic. So thank you. That's that's brought back many happy memories.
Yeah. You asked me if I wanted to tell a little bit about recommendations.
Yeah.
Time for it, because I had to pull out this one.
Oh yes. Yes.
It's also on CD, but the cover is so cool. First, how do you pronounce the band name?
Detritus.
Detritus. Okay.
Yeah.
What does it mean?
Well, I think I wondered if it had some sort of biblical meaning, but I think looking at it, it's just kind of almost it's the kind of a word for the rubbish and the. So I guess it's kind of saying funny, we're all without the grace of God, we're all a bit rubbish. But actually, so and also the way they did their logo, it just looks so cool. Whatever it says or means, it just looks cool.
Yeah. We actually have some contact with these guys for Nordic Fest.
Right.
Yeah. And well, let's see what happens next year.
Yeah, because I think they were. I noticed they did a kind of reunion gig, I think down in Bristol, in the UK, where they're from. End of last year, they were all about to set their, recording a new album, and then stuff had happened. I've been sort of following them. There was some tracking of bass going on that I got to watch on their Facebook page, but I think it's all gone a bit quiet. So so if they are out and about, and if they are at a future Nordic Fest, that would be there's a reason to get on a plane.
I'm talking about old school thrash. This one has been re-released this year. Ooh. It's available on vinyl, black vinyl, and CD soon at Nordic Mission.
Oh, okay.
This is I think this is the album that we have played the most in the car.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Because which is the track with the intro is the kind of spoken Our Father bit, Lord's Prayer. Yes. Yeah. Fantastic.
Great.
Wow.
Great. I'm talking about old school stuff. This is the last one. Saint. Time 10. Really great classic metal. I like it. I'm doing I call it a mambo jumbo. Going through some old classics on my private Facebook page.
Yeah.
So, friend of mine, you can read about this a couple of days ago.
Yeah. Well, again, I think if people are not into the more extreme or heavy side, Saint is a good way in. If you're sort of into almost from AC/DC fans upwards, I would say, in terms of heaviness, there's something in there. Great vocals, always great artwork as well. Wow.
Also re-released Paramecium. Doom metal.
Yeah.
This has huge secular potential, and I was so looking forward to introducing this one to the secular audience.
Right.
Year. Yeah. But next year.
Okay. is it that one that I always get confused with which bands Ian Arkley from Seventh Angel has been in, and which bands Scott Rowe from Steve Rowe, sorry, from Mortification has been in, because was he in Paramecium?
I know the drummer, Jason Sherlock from Mortification.
That's right, yeah.
But Ian Arkley was on the third album from Paramecium.
Ah, right. Okay, I knew there was a connection. Right. Okay.
The debut one. They're all really hard to find, except for the debut, which is the greatest one. Yeah.
Well, yes, yeah.
And an album that we helped releasing, I think it's like the ultimate Christian black metal album, Ancestor. This was Return of the Black Death.
Right.
But the label, the British label, sorry, they did not do a really good job with it. They changed the artwork, changed the title, and even removed some of the lyrics. So,
that's interesting.
Just wanted to like
oh, that's nice. Yeah.
For me, this is the ultimate black metal album.
Yeah. So which no, I was going to say which label was it, but maybe not. But boo, shame on them.
I'm gonna do a few newer releases. This is my playlist for the last years.
Okay.
I'm a big Striper fan.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Even the Devil Believes. I think it's a great album. I think it's better than the previous one.
Yeah.
It's a band that I also respect a lot.
Yeah.
And the Waymaker.
Okay.
This is the singer from Narnia. And
right.
Yeah, but there was a band called Divine Fire a few years ago.
Yeah.
This is like the returning of Divine Fire.
Okay, so it's like sort of super group. Yeah.
Great power metal. And from Germany, we have this one.
Yes.
Called Born Graves, being towards the river.
Yeah. Well, I think I accidentally ordered it from you. So it arrived the other day, and I'm thinking, blimey, that was quick for a Pantocrator album. I don't know what I'd done, and I'd ordered the Pantocrator stuff, and then that arrived. I think, oh right, okay, I'll stick this on, and it's amazing. It's absolutely fantastic. It's proper thrashy. I love it.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, and they have some the singer from Pride, Dale Thompson, is doing vocals here.
Right.
It's like really old Pride, like the lead.
Yeah.
Know the band, and it's Hammer, what they say in Germany.
Yeah, no, definitely.
And in Norway, last one, this was released on the 15th of October. I don't know if you can.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Jernlov is how we pronounce it. Iron Love.
Right.
This is black metal with it's only two guys in the band.
Right.
They hired a lot of vocalists, including the guy from Ancestor and Eero from Renaissance, and
right.
Gus from Pakletos.
Right.
Yeah, the others. It's a really good black metal album. That's my playlist. Yeah.
Wow, that's cool. Yeah. Well, I'm looking behind you and sort of drooling slightly at all all the music behind you as well.
Oh,
that's amazing!
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. But, Paul, thank you so much. It's been awesome to talk to you. When we get to the prayer bit, I think, and some of the slides, there's the Nordic Mission website, and I'll put the links down below as well, and try and drop in some links to some of the bands you've mentioned as well. Just before we kind of end this bit, is it okay to pray for you?
Yeah, great. Yeah.
Cool. Okay. God, thank you for Paul, for Marcus as well, and all involved in Nordic Mission. Just their ability to serve you by allowing others, their passion, their God-given passion for this music and for the ministry of the bands that they give a platform to, and especially at this time when actually that's also about people being able to live and eat as well. So we thank you for all of their ministry. And just pray particular blessings upon the plans for the festival this year, although it might be different, and just pray that the opportunities to get that message out to a whole wider audience will be blessed. So yeah, thank you again. On a personal note, thank you for Nordic Mission and the way in which that's helped me access music that helps me, before I was doing what I was doing now, but helped me keep in touch with God and with faith, even though perhaps at the time I didn't really believe or want to believe. So we just pray that others might come to know something of you through the ministry and the mission of Nordic Mission, both as the store and as the label and as the festival. Amen.
Thank you, sir.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
That's thank you. That's really cool. Bless you.
That's it.
That's all right. Thank you. So I'm going to sort of share my screen and do sort of evening prayer. If you want to stay, that's fine. If you need to go, that's cool as well.
You can do that. So yeah.
Thank you. Cheers.
God bless you guys.
Thank you. Cheers, Paul. God bless. What an amazing man. Evening, everybody. Sorry. Hello, Tim. Highbrick Nordic Fest. Yes. Hello, Rachel. I am now running late for a meeting, so I'm going to try and keep this brief. Hello, Mother. Hello, Steve. Hello, Chris. Hello, Rita. Hello, Joyce. And Nigel as well. I think I've caught up. Hi, Marcus. Awesome dude. Bless you, brother. Yeah, it's awesome, isn't it? Isn't it cool? And I was reading something from a UK musician who's in a long-standing metal band, and just the way that things have affected them. It affects all musicians. It affects all of us in different walks of life as well. But in terms of income as well at this time, it's tough. So as we thought of the nights about how we can serve people, well, maybe supporting some of these ministries that are also people's livelihoods is one way. So I'll drop links in later. It's there now, nordicmission.net. There we go. Welcome to the new look, Metal Compline, incorporating the Methodist way of life from Metal Methodist. So there we go. Hello, Philip. So a bit of a rebrand and more information about we're moving house. Not me physically. I mean, Metal Compline's moving house. More about that later. So here's a question. What opportunities to share your faith have there been since we last met? I think that question inspired by Paul and Marcus and the ministry of Nordic Mission, the way that they are sharing faith through the music they put out and promote and sell, and the festivals they put on, and the fact they're inviting secular bands and attending secular festivals. They're talking about their faith. So I wonder what opportunities we've had. We'll miss the music tonight, and we shall gather. Hello, Matthew.
As moon rises,
Matt.
The sun slips sight. Begins the ritual of this night. For those convinced their path is right.
Bong.
Gathered from north, south, east, and west, yet called at another's behest. Those treading the path that is left.
Get ready.
From near and far, come as you are to this place and embrace this space as darker hue.
And we greet you in whatever language we speak.
Of water, spirit, earth and fire, confessing the sins of empire. We come with our wounds and desire. Sensing that we are not alone, drawn to the flame that guides us home. For here, you, me, and yet to be. Importance and signs of these times, for the sake of all those maligned, is
Tritone for Nordic
the
Mission
home of the divine.
NordicMission.net. hey, tusen takk, I believe is Norwegian from Old Norse, which I can't read or pronounce, which is a formal way of saying thank you. But I think it from the Old Norse translates as 1,000 thank yous. And thank you, 1,000 thank yous to Katrin Hackett for this suggestion of our segment where we kind of spot things we want to be thankful for, those things in the day that have taken us outside of ourselves, where we say with Arian, awesome dude. What are those things, those glimpses of the divine in surprising places, maybe surprising people that have just lifted us this day? And while we think and offer those, some exuberant, joyful music. That put us in a place and expressed some tusen takk from Crimson Moonlight, a band that has played Nordic Fest. Check out the video from them on at Nordic Fest. I think it's somebody's phone job, but just the way that guy leads prayer and it goes off on a preach, man, in the middle of some very black metal. It's fantastic. These words are from the Kingdom of the Wolf, I think it's called. Yes. Crimson Moonlight, tusen takk. I found myself there in the forest beyond forests, sitting at the foot of the worthy mountains. I found myself surrounded by nature's own high mass. Oh, yes, continually and wanting nothing. The forest's own sanctus ran out. Yeah. But maybe as well as things we want to be thankful for that have elevated us and our soul today, there are things that have not been cool and that have hurt us, or things that we are beating ourselves up and feeling bad about because we feel we've hurt others, or our relationship with God or creation, and things that are just difficult and chewing our heads up and playing on our minds. And so we lay those down. As we say together, the principalities and will to power, the words from within my own darkest hour. Did I say words or worms? I meant worms. I confess all the regress and the regrets, the burdens and the fears, the lament and the tears, and we lay them down. And in the words of a demon hunter from the song Dead Flowers for the torn apart, laid at the grave to heal a broken heart. Let it rain until it floods. Let the sun breathe life once more, reborn. And the sun invites us to new life and says to each of us, come to me, you who are weary and heavy laden, and I will give you rest. May that rest and refreshment be yours this night. At the risk of being a very, very bad Christian and an even worse Methodist minister, I'm skipping the reading tonight just because I'm already late for a meeting. So, quick discussion. Metal Methodist way of life under the heading of worship. Question for tonight, thinking about the inspiring example of Nordic Mission and Paul and Marcus. What opportunities to share your faith have there been since we last met? And if people want to type in, that'd be cool. I think it's good that I think there's some people perhaps who are joining us for the first time tonight, particularly in the northwest of England. I don't know how word spread there, but that's awesome. And so if you are here, especially if you're here as a result of Bashful Alley, bless you, then welcome. And it's been good to share faith in that way, in terms of just offering this for wherever it is, it connecting with people, and perhaps then therefore connecting with God in a way that's right for them and cool for them, and connects with the other God-given interests and passions and things in their lives, like metal music and lifestyle and all those things. So that's cool. Hello, Jane. So just give it a couple more seconds if anybody wants to type in about any opportunities you've had to share your faith since we last met. It's fine if it's one of those questions that perhaps is more of a challenge to us. May God inspire us, prompt us into those opportunities of, I mean, just listening to Paul, his absolute passion for that music and the art and all of that, it's infectious. And in that passion comes across, such an advocate for it. It's so integral to who he is. That actually, therein is the testimony and sharing of good news, because actually you kind of go, tell me more about this amazing band that I wouldn't have listened to maybe if I knew it got Christian, or I'm not a Christian, but you're so into it. What's so good about it then? I'll give it a go. And, things happen. But it's how we do that with integrity. So, yeah, continued blessings on Paul and Marcus for how they are doing that. So I'm not labouring it. We're going to pray. Continue to pray for Theo and anybody else that we want to pray for or with. Oh, Ari, sorry, you wanted to know if Paul lives near Father Christmas. Sorry, I missed it. I should have asked him. Does Father Christmas live in Norway? I can't remember from those days. I used to watch Blue Peter when I used to go and visit him. I don't know. That's a sort of postcard if you know where Father Christmas lives, and if it's anywhere near Nordic Mission. If it is, I hope it can bring me lots and lots of things from Nordic Mission for Christmas, Catherine. You might need a bit of help, Father Christmas, with that one, but yes. And pray for Edna and Val and Alan, and for meetings happening tonight, particularly around youth work. So thinking of young people, whether at university or school, and all those who work with them. We haven't plugged it tonight, so we'll pray for Matt and Tim and Dean and Graham and everybody else and all the partners in various places around the world of all we can. Oh, thank you, Rachel. So, yep, shared faith by sharing the service from yesterday on your Facebook page. Absolutely. Yeah. Because, I suppose people expect things like that on my Facebook page, given what I do. But yeah, sharing stuff like that on your Facebook page, and there's going to be non-Christian friends. Bless you. That's a nice one. Cool. And feeling that you could. That's awesome. Thank you. Yeah, right. Yeah, he lived at the North Pole. Thank you, Rachel. That's cleared that one up. And, it's been good to chat to Paul and hear about Nordic Mission, so we continue to pray for them. And also, of course, although we didn't read from it tonight, of course, Johannes, Carl Johannes Jonsson, and all involved with the Metal Bible, metalbibleinternational.com. Again, just great ministries in some places where your average Christian would run a mile from. Go for it. So the North Pole officially belongs to Norway. There we go. Ari, I'm going to ask him because I don't know. For all I know, yeah, it could be 2 doors down. So we offer all of our prayers, spoken and unspoken, as we say together, to the one in whom all people and all creation have their being. May your kingdom come, your will be done, as above, so below. Sustain us for this day. Show us grace, as we seek to show grace to those we feel have wronged us. Save us from the worst that is within us and within this world. For people, the kingdom, oh yes, and the power, yes, yes, and the glory are yours now, yes, and forever, yes, 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 amen. Sorry, I'm rushing through this bit, but yeah. So shall we send each other? I've rejigged this slightly because I thought it made more sense in the way I've been saying it for the last 3 months. I thought I'd just actually correct it. Hope you like my Nordic font, people. May the peace of the All-Parent be ours this night and in the time that is and yet still to be, but it will be, with all people and all creation. Amen. So there we are. It's on screen. Please do check out and support, if you're able to, the work of Nordic Mission, www.nordicmission.net. So as of tomorrow night, just to try it, because this is taking off a bit, which is amazing and awesome and cool. So just to sort of, as we sort of keep it clean in terms of what it is and how people access it, and just make it a bit more visible without people feeling they have to send me friend requests. I'm very happy to receive friend requests, but I think sometimes, I can't watch unless I'm his friend. That's a bit of an obstacle. But so this is a public page, facebook.com Metal Methodist, where this will be from here on in. So facebook.com Metal Methodist. So to get notifications of when it is live, especially if I'm unable to make it at a certain time, or like tomorrow night, I've got a church council starting at 7. I'm gonna have to do it when I get back, so it's going to be sort of 9, even later maybe. But those announcements about that and the notification of when it does go live will be on facebook.com Metal Methodist. So if you go to there, and if you're friends with me, I've posted links to it, but facebook.com Metal Methodist. And if you are, the best way is to like that page and also follow it and turn on the little notifications thing, and you'll be kept up to date when things happen there. But that's where things are going to be from now on. Yes, you have. Thank you, Nigel. I saw. That's amazing. Thank you for sharing it and inviting. So yeah, please do also share if there's people you think this might make sense to them. And even if this isn't your cup of tea, appreciate your support. And sorry, so I had a really loud Zoom notification in my headphones. Ouch, that hurt. Hello, Helen. If you want to share it with people because it's not your cup of tea, then there might be the metalhead in your life might find something helpful. But hey, it's community, isn't it? So thank you, and I make it that time of day when, as the Right Reverend Wright would say, let us sway. Nordic Mission.net. Nordicmission.net. Don't forget, as of tomorrow, Facebook.com Metal Methodist. Facebook.com Metal Methodist. Goodbye, lovely, amazing people, whether you are near me in Sheffield, whether you're in Plymouth, Bristol, Leeds, Sheffield, America, Sweden, Norway, wherever we are. it is the love of God that unites us. And it is the love of God that means we, and the love of God at work in us, through us, means that all will come through this. So maybe hold together. Sorry, that's copyright, allwecan.org. But again, just be blessed, because you are a blessing to the world through who you are in God. So go well, sleep well. Good night.